Hello graffiti lovers and welcome to Graffiti Brilliant. Okay, this is never-ending book. This is the part 3. We're starting with the chapter trains. So here is a story here about like in the early days of paint writing or graffiti writing in Stockholm. These old school cats, this and Siggy, tells us how they do when they paint. They go to the yard. Is there a fence? No. Is there an alarm? No. Is there like a gate? No. Is there a locked door? No. Is there a door? I don't know if there was a door, but what they say is that they go in, the light is on, and their night radio is on, so they got some cozy music to write to and get inspired by. They write. How long do they write? 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours. Compare that with Stockholm scene today. Maybe you have like 4 minutes. So they're writing here 4 hours, and when they're gonna end it, putting the outlines, they realized we forgot the outline color. What to do? Well, let's take a taxi home and get the paint and then take the taxi back. So they do that. And finally the piece is ready. It looks beautiful, marvelous. Or actually I don't know because I haven't seen it. But I mean a train piece you worked 4 hours on, it's gotta be great. It would be really nice to see. Has anyone have a picture of this 4 hours piece? But anyway, it's finished, and camera. We forgot the camera. What to do? We need a camera, of course, to get this on camera. So they go again. Taxi, boom, home. Taxi back, boom. Take the pictures. Go away from the yard, boom. I think it's an amazing story. Finally, these train people have enough of this writing. You see here, you have a freaking whole train here. They will react. So what do? Do they hire like a security company to guard these yards? No, they don't. SL who runs this, they have another idea. What they do is they take. They ask people who work with, you know the guys and girls who come and control your ticket. If you have they like on board the train, they go like, hey, do you have a ticket? The ticket control person, biljettkontrollanter, and they ask them, hey, you want to have a special mission to catch graffiti writers? Okay, sure. How to do it? Well, let's do it like this. You dress up like a hip hopper. You have like this hoodie on. You have like this wide trousers and some other, maybe a cool hip hop cap on your head. And then you hide in the yard. And when the graffiti writers has started to write, you just run and catch them. And this makes me think, how was this legal? Did these people who was in this control group catching graffiti writers, did they have like an education for being on the tracks? Because all the time when you're working in this area, you need to have education into be on the tracks. Maybe they got it, I don't know. But what I know is, or what it says in the book, it ended up in total chaos. Because the graffiti writers, they got tired of getting caught by this control group. Paradise had turned into something different. So there is a rumor going on that this control group is hiding in a layup. So let's go and get them. So instead for going on a graffiti mission like 2 or 3 people, like 15, 20 graffiti writers go there. They hide just like the control group is doing, and then they send out two of the smallest graffiti writers and go and start doing the painting, and these 2 small guys go and do some writing on the train, and the control group, they storm out. Maybe they are, I don't know, maybe there are 4 of them or maximum 5, and then the whole crew of these graffiti, maybe it was many crews, maybe it was Here to Stay crew and Inner City Bombers crew, Vandals in Motion crew, Dustbin crew, This Town Stinks crew, all these crews united against one enemy. They just forgot about all their fights they had in between themselves. Like Wagon was there, and I don't know this. I don't know who it was. Forget who these crews. But they go there, and there's a big fight in the yard. Even unfortunately, one of the guards got hit in the head with an iron stick, iron stone, and had to go to the hospital and crazy stuff. But this led to, the SL had to remove this hittepå vaktstyrka. Okay, so here's also some train things going on here. Merry Christmas. And here's dedication to this control group. God jul, gott nytt år, Gadget. Och grabbarna I kontrollgruppen. Hälsningar, klottrarna. I remember I so much like this handwriting style when I looked through this. Snön ligger vit på taken. Endast klottraren är vaken. Come on. This is what makes this book so good. Could it be more goofy? Snön ligger vit på taken. Endast klottraren är vaken. This is a paraphrase on a poem when they put in some graffitis. Jimi Hendrix. Is it crazy? How much time did they spend on this piece? I mean, amazing. On a train. Burning train. Crazy graffiti writers putting fire on a train. Here, the whole train again we saw before. So he really followed this stuff. I think he got some good pictures. This I can't really understand. Why put this image on a... For the time. This is about music. Actually, this is about music, this chapter. I won't go in so much to this music. I will focus on the graffiti. But this is interesting because we were so focused on this, having like this clothes that supported American basketball teams and American football teams and this stuff. Like, for me, I did it too. But thinking back, I've never seen a game of Chicago Bulls or Chicago Bears. I believe I had a hat that said. I mean, I was totally not interested in sports. And still I had these sport clothes. And now, these days, even worse, I think. They have this in Göteborg. Frölunda Indians. And what is it? Redhawks? Is it Malmö Redhawks or something like this? Like Swedish teams taking American language. It makes no sense for me. And Frölunda Indians, this great hockey team, I think they won maybe many times. But Frölunda Indians, there's no Indians in Sweden, and it's not so politically correct even to say Indians. Maybe you should be called Frölunda Native Americans. Doesn't sound so cool. So why not call yourself... we have also like these native Swedes. Who were the native Swedes? Yeah, it was samerna. I think you should call yourself Frölunda samerna. Okay, dancing days. Here, dancing, and what is this? Jam, Master J. Break dancing. Kind of like, look at this image, like this guy's he's really pushing. Look how he's working. He only have one hand. He's like doing the dance. And how not so generous, but by this person who's looking, you're like, come on, give him some credit for this. You look like you have the worst day of your life, and this guy is inviting you to a fantastic break dance. Come on, guys in the world, be a little bit more generous. If people were more generous in the world, it would look much better. Okay, more dancing. Look at this style. That is really crazy breakdance style. Is that on purpose, doing that with your hand like this, like it makes a really nice move? When imagine that shirt going like that. Yeah, I could do some dancing this to lose this belly fat. I was really scared of dancing in the discotheques. I never did it actually. I think I started to dance when I was maybe 20. Before that, I never danced. I was so afraid. What would other people think of my dancing style? Because I didn't have any dancing style, especially not like this one. Come on, this crazy style. Hip hop, Flavor Flav, some big mural piece. The future. So here is what's happening. I think also it says something about this writer. He says here, the first time I met Spy, the writer Spy, it was 3 years ago. He follow these guys for 3 years. I gotta give you some credit for that he worked on this project for so long time. And here this graffiti writer says, well, I don't do so much graffiti now. I put away all my hip-hop clothes in the wardrobe. I got a job now, and I also got a girlfriend, so not graffiti anymore. And by the way, this Spy, I'm thinking now, I don't know this guy Spy, the writer Spy, and thinking, maybe I misunderstood everything. Maybe he is not writing Spy. Maybe he's writing Spy. Spy is the Swedish word for throw up. What a genius tag! It's the most genius tag I've ever heard. Like, he's writing Spy, he's writing throw up. It's like writing throw. He never has to do a throw up because his tag is a throw up. It's freaking graffiti brilliant. And here some, I don't know, graffiti. Why is there a burning car here? I don't know. It's something about it went not so good for some people. They got in jail, arrested here. I hate to be this judgmental guy, and still I'm going to be it right here in this picture. I'm doing it. Arrested here, yeah, for writing Zappa. Come on. If you're gonna write on the wall with a spray can, please work on your writing skills. Work on your tag style. This Zappa, it could you could use some. Maybe this guy has. Maybe he chose to. I will do this style. I'll try a different style, and this is the style I like. Okay, if it's like that, I respect you. Okay, if you really thought through it, like, yeah, I'm right. I'm Zappa. I write it like this. Okay, cool. In the jail, Puppet is says free the writers. Here again, like this, leaving the graffiti life. The changing point is when the graffiti writer meets a girlfriend and get a decent job. Then they stop doing graffiti. So this guy here got a decent job. He's a chef now. This guy, he didn't get any girlfriend because he's still writing, it looks like, and he didn't get any job either. And what is on his cap? Is it NWA, does it say? He's like fan of Eazy-E and all those guys. And I remember looking at this image. It's crazy. It's crazy. This room is like it's like, I wonder what people thought of. Maybe once, did someone tell you, hey, clean up your room? Like a teenager doesn't care about that. But, and this is, he got a girlfriend. He's still doing graffiti. So he's only lacking the decent job, and then he will stop graffiti. Train surfing, totally crazy. This image is sick. I mean, these two, I mean, look at these images. It's just crazy. I get nauseous just looking at them. I mean, how much time have they spent in the gym to really trust their muscles to be able to hold them? Okay, here he's leaning with his, feet here and straight arms. I know that it is from climbing. It's not so hard to hold it. But this guy, come on, only hands. His upper torso is working like hell. Biceps, triceps, triceps. Freaking, it's crazy. Also, I like this. I remember I looked quite a lot at this tag here, this tech. This, what is it? SKZ. I always thought it said skis, but maybe it said sky. Really cool tags. And then they say it's joke. I don't know if this is joke or this is joke. I don't know, but he said the text said, well, something really bad happened here. And then there is this, oh, I hate this picture. It's so sad to see. There's no words for this picture, so I won't say anything on this. I say rest in peace. And there's a dedication to this guy who died from this train surfing accident thing. And that is the end of this book. And here's a funny thing. Actually, my mother, she had a colleague in at work. Of course, where do you otherwise have colleagues? So and this colleague, she was the grandmother of a kid, and this kid, he was into graffiti, and so my mother asked, can this kid loan your book? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So when I got it back, he had scribbled this thing, thank you for the loan. Tack för lånet, part3. And I remember getting it back like, what are you doing? Scribbling in my book? Don't you know what this book means to me? And you here with your ugly tag style that looks like shit. And you totally destroyed my book. But now, today, I'm look, yeah, I like that you did this part3. It's fun, like, okay, you really, because we never met. We never met in person. I gave the book to my mother, and she gave it to this colleague, grandmother, who gave it to the grandchild, and in this way. So he really like, hey, thank you. And yeah, how did it go, part3? How are you still writing? Let me know. Okay, guys and girls, that's all for this time. Have a good time. Bye. I forgot one important thing. There was a question from Read the Streets. Is it you, Brain? You were asking, what do you personally think about this book? So I will tell you, I really like this book. I think it's very, very special. There's nothing like this around. I like it personally. And of course there's many questions. Is it fantasy or is it not fantasy that this P.O. Sännås has described in this book? I can think like, well, if it's fantasy, it's fine with me. Because fantasy is the greatest thing in the world. I mean, without fantasy, we would be shit. Fantasy makes the world go round. Fantasy is a reason for living. The problem with fantasy is, I'm thinking with this book, is that maybe it says that this is the truth. And maybe it is not the truth. And if I was in the book, and I was interviewed, and I was on the pictures, and it's presented as something which I'm not, I would not like it. I think I would be like, come on, don't do this to me. Don't lie about what I say. Come on, this is not nice. I'm here giving you my time, and you take pictures, and you sell the book and make money, and you like. I really hope that none of these guys, or hope, maybe some of these guys felt used in this book. Maybe they felt like, come on, you used me. And if it's like that, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I don't think he made any money out of this. I mean, if you're gonna make money, I don't think you're gonna make a graffiti book. So for me, it was an important book. I hear that people are irritated with it. Okay. We are many people. I think there are so many opinions about this book as there are people on reading it. So for me, I recommend go to the library, check it out. Don't steal it. Why? Because then your friend can't, get it. Borrow it. That's how libraries work. And check out this Per of Sännås. He made so many books. Like with what did he do with Black Army, with motorcycle gangs, with raggare, with skinheads. He's like kind of addicted to follow, like hanging with people. And I get curious, like this. I mean, he's got to have some talent. This Per of Sännås. He's got to be how he is somehow getting their trust. He's getting these young kids their trust to open up. How come he did that? Or maybe it was this easy that no one was never listening to these graffiti writers, and suddenly there's one adult person who listens to them, and then they're like, oh, someone listens, I will tell you everything, because actually I want to tell you something. I mean, this is people who are like writing on the walls every day. They want to be heard. Okay. That was the end of Graffiti, ett gäng hiphopare och deras konst.